Bingo bongo. We're live, Thomas. How are you, sir?
I am great. How are you, sir?
Good, man. It's good to see you. I always like a little pre-show conversation before we actually go live. Because it's good to feel the vibe out. I'm excited to be back there. I think the last time we were there was just about a year ago. I think for Bill Keevans. Was it Bill Keevans?
I think it was his birthday.
His birthday celebration. We
Right.
Dude, that was fantastic. It's been a while since I've been back there. Now we're just gonna chat tonight. We're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna bring up your website because Anchor in New Smyrna Beach. I was saying that wrong my whole life until you taught me how to say it properly. I always thought it was Smyrna. You're like, no, it's just Smyrna. And I'm like, Smyrna. I'm like, okay, New Smyrna.
My favorite is talking to another innkeeper who happened to be British. She was telling me how much she loved New Smyrna, and she kept saying New Smyrna.
Ooh, there's no H.
Right, but it sounded like cream cheese schmear. Smyrna.
Schmear. I do like a good schmear, Tommy. I do like a good schmear.
Exactly.
Who doesn't like that's super tasty, man. And that's another thing. I just remember not only the vibe of the bed and breakfast, but the food. Dude, the food is awesome, man. This is so it's always good. So let's chat real quick. Ladies, I'm going to give you a small introduction because, Billy, you sound like you're in a fishbowl. Well, that's not good. I don't know what that means. It sounds like. Do I sound like I'm in a fishbowl to you, Tommy?
No, you don't.
All right, let's see here. What could that be? I don't know. Is it like that for everybody? Let's see here. I'm in. Tommy says I'm in. Awesome. Let me know if it's like that for everybody. I don't know. It sounds clear to me, but I'm not necessarily sure. That should give a little effect. But that I don't know. It might just be the way it is right now. Because again, 30 minutes ago, this is a brand new board. Let's plug things in. Let's see where it goes. But yeah, man, we're gonna bring up. If that sounds good to you, we should be gravy, baby. It shouldn't be a problem
it
at all.
sounds fine to me.
Okay. Well, honestly, Tommy, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Well, you do have an audience.
Hey, that's fantastic. I do love it. They're fine. They're fine. They're friends. They're good. Michelle says, Tom sounds fine. Tom sounds so good. Good. Well, that's fantastic. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let me see. I don't know if it's an effect. I don't know if it's a. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna hit random buttons throughout the show. We'll find out if it goes away.
Exciting.
But yeah, we don't know. We're doing it live. We're getting crazy. So yeah, man, I'm excited to come back. Let's chat about Anchor In for a little bit. Now, this is a bed and breakfast in New Smyrna Beach that you operate with your partner, and
yes.
you guys have owned Anchor In for how long?
March 12th made 4 years for us, so just over 4 years.
Nice, dude. Now, are you? I may know the answer to some of these questions, but not everybody does. So I'm trying to give them a little. Have you owned a bed and breakfast before?
We did not. We stayed in a lot of bed and breakfasts over the years, and then just somewhere along the lines, we started talking about, hey, this would be a cool thing to do, and played to both of our strengths, and so we started drilling bed and breakfast innkeepers, like, what do you like, what do you dislike, would you do it again, what's the worst thing you have to deal with, and all that kind of stuff, and we just sat down and made a 5-year plan, and decided we were going to do it, and 2.5 years into our 5-year plan, this dropped in our lap.
You were like, here we go. And just with your experience, with what you guys have done, you were like, let's pull the trigger on this, let's make it happen.
Yeah, it was scramble, 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 okay, we're doing this.
So you just hit 4-year anniversary?
Yes.
So you opened in 2020?
We bought it on March 12th, days before they announced there would be a global pandemic.
Oh my God. Yo, that's crazy.
Good times.
Right. What a great time to buy a social concept just like that, where you bring bunches of people that carry each other close together in close proximity. It's a fantastic idea.
We pretty much were like, oh my God, what have we done?
Dude, that is so funny. But everything, you guys weathered the storm.
Yep.
How did you bridge the gap?
Well, we most of our reservations just dried up immediately, obviously, and rightly so. And then a couple months after they announced the pandemic and everybody was getting tired of being cooped up in their house, people started coming and staying on the weekends. Like most of them were from within an hour from our location, and beaches were open, so they wanted to come and hang out at the beach for the weekend. And
And that,
so it was a little slow up until the next February, and February, March is our busiest time. And then like that following year, from then on, it was fine.
people were like, "We're done with this whole lockdown thing. We're done. We're going out."
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the summer where the vaccines became readily available was gangbusters,
that was really it.
like just crazy.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Game time. Let's go." And they've been cooped up for a long time.
Right.
And now they're done, and we're rock and rolling. We're getting out of here. We're going to a beautiful bed and breakfast in New Smyrna Beach. We're gonna have some fantastic food. We're gonna rock and roll.
That was when Tommy decided he needed a housekeeper. He had been doing it by himself all along before then.
I like that. Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How many rooms do you have out at Anchor Inn?
So we have 6 rooms on the first floor, and then a suite upstairs that sleeps 4.
And you were cleaning all of this.
I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was doing everything.
Holy Moses, dude.
And Liz still works her day job, so she would help me on the weekends. But there were times when we got to that summer where we were just crazy busy. Liz literally cleaned bathrooms for me on her lunch break.
Dude, holy Moses.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we hired a housekeeper, and everything calmed down a little.
That was it. That was it. And you had some breathing space.
Right.
Wow. So
Well,
that was,
initially we didn't hire anybody else because we had started in the pandemic, so we didn't think that we necessarily needed it. And it wasn't until we ramped up that summer that it was just like, all right, this is crazy.
yeah, man, that's kind of what it sounds like. That's kind of what it sounds like. Especially, it sounds like you had to kind of like grow to fit the needs. You just found yourself with a plate full. You're like, yo, this ain't gonna work. Like, there's no longevity here. We have to bring somebody else in.
Right. Well,
to
and
take care
then
of everything.
also since then we also wisely decided to get some help in the laundry department, and we send all of our sheets to a laundry service instead of me doing them myself.
Dude,
So we still do
like
the
that.
towels and the placemats and napkins and all that stuff in house, but sheets just take so long to wash and fold and put away, and it was it was a game changer to get a laundry service that picked them up twice a week.
Wow, dude, that is wow. So you guys have kind of found all your pieces.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's a work in progress.
Isn't it always?
Always, yeah.
Oh, dude,
well,
always.
Any personal business is.
Always, absolutely, man. And you said your busy months. You said are like February, March, April. Like that window of time is kind of like when it really starts to kick in.
We're so close to Daytona. We get a lot of the spillover from events that happen in Daytona. So we have the Daytona 500 race week, and then we have bike week, and then we have spring break, all back to back.
Holy smokes, dude! That is back to back.
Yeah.
Wowzers. So now, with that going, what would you say is the average number of? Because how many rooms are there? You said
7, basically 7.5.
Gotcha. And normally, do you have couples? Do you have singles? Do you have because the top floor is pretty big.
Mostly couples.
Okay.
But there are times when we have a number of single people in the rooms.
And then and we're a big we're kind of KitchenKillaz is big on food as well, and the food there is fantastic. And that menu is developed by you. You put that whole thing together, and you feed 14 plus, because sometimes people may sneak in the door because their buddies are staying there. I'm just saying it's possible that it happens. So you're putting together like 14 to 16 covers every meal.
Basically, I mean that's basically on the weekends. We're generally full every weekend. During the week, it's more sporadic. Obviously, not a lot of people come and stay in hotels at the beach on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Sure.
So for example, this morning I only had one room that I had to do breakfast for, so it wasn't a lot less stressful. Oh, your audio just kicked out for me.
Figure out what's going on.
Oh, there it is.
Because I think I'm working on this, clicking buttons and trying to figure out what's happening, how things are working, all the other stuff, hitting the buttons, hitting the choices. Like, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? What does this do? Just to see if I can figure out what's happening in this bad boy. So I just keep kind of hitting buttons to find out what's up. But right now we do have audio, but I figured out what was going on. So I'm glad I sound good to you. But I think you're hearing me through another microphone that's randomly, sporadically throughout the building, and I'm not even sure where it is. I don't know where the microphone is. It's somewhere, Tommy. It's somewhere, but I don't know. But we'll figure it out. You know, it's a yeah. We make it up as we go along. You know, that's that's part of that's part of the fun. Is you just like, hey, what does this button do? What does this button do?
Of course.
You know, so we'll get there. So,
Sure.
but it's I would say, like, how do you develop your menus? Are your menus seasonal? Are your menus what you can get for the week, for the day? Like, how do you build that?
I do some things that are seasonal, like, you know, I don't do pumpkin pancakes year round, you know, stuff like that, you know, or like at Christmas I make gingerbread pancakes. Which are really good.
Stop it! That sounds delicious.
But I have probably about 20 menu items that I cycle through regularly, right. And then every once in a while I'll do something just to experiment and try and see how it works out. But I'm generally, I probably have 5 or 6 things that I make on the regular, because if somebody's only staying 2 nights, you know, I don't have to change it up that often. You know, but if somebody's staying, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 nights, I don't duplicate recipes for them so that they have something different every day.
How often do you have somebody that stays that length of time?
It doesn't happen all the time. Probably once a month, I would say.
It
depends on, but like Bike Week, we get people that stay 5 and 6 days, you know, all the way down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. So you kind of become friends with them, I imagine. That seems to be kind of like a big part of that. Is like you're cooking for them, you're spending time with them, you're seeing them throughout the day, you're making recommendations, you guys are spending time together. You know, like I imagine you've met some really cool people, and even maybe made a couple friends throughout this journey of yours. You know, where
definitely.
You just meet strangers from all over the place.
Definitely. And like, for example, the couple that was here this morning, I was talking to them this morning. We were just talking about random stuff. And when they were getting ready to leave, I said, well, I hope you guys had a good stay and, you know, everything was good for you and everything. And she goes, this is one of the best bed and breakfast experiences we've ever had. She goes, you are way more involved in talking with us than any host we've ever had. I was like, well, I'm here anyways. I may as well talk to you.
Have you always been a social person? Like, have you always been able to easily talk to people, create conversation with people?
Probably much to my wife's chagrin.
Gotcha.
I strike up conversations with people in the grocery store line, you know.
No, same. Like I you know, it's like, hey man, what's going on? You know, next thing you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, which one? Oh, here's my Instagram. Here's this. It's like, sweet, we're doing this. Next thing you know, they're in the kitchen. They're joining us for a show, and they're like, how did you wind up here? We met at Publix. Like,
exactly. I'm like that as well. So that's
awesome, man. So I will say, so this weekend I'm going to get to see you. Very small, little private gathering for our good friend Mama Keevan, which I'm excited for. You know, like I like big parties. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes like the close, intimate, just close friends and stuff like that. It's really, really bonding, and it's always good to see Bill. It's always good to see Carol Ann. So, question for you, because I don't want to give too much away, but what can we kind of look forward to on the Tommy Conant menu for this Saturday morning?
So, well, I didn't know if you wanted me to make you something Friday night for your show. Because last time I did pancakes for you.
Yeah, always.
I did the righteous pancakes for you last time.
Yeah. I think I wasn't sure kind of if Bill had ideas or Carol Ann had ideas, but if you and I are the captains of the ship, my man, then yeah, baby.
Well, he mentioned it and asked if there was something we kind of didn't decide. It was kind of it got brought up, but nothing was set in stone. So I figured I'd play it by ear. If he had something he wanted to prepare, I would let him, you know. But if not, I have something in mind that I think you'll dig.
Dude, yes.
And we'll go the egg route this time instead of the pancake route.
Oh, bro, it's going to be so good. So how do you come up with some of your recipes? Do you just kind of like piece them together? Do you find things on the internet that inspire you? Do you just kind of like, are you a mad scientist sometimes in the kitchen just going crazy, creating cool stuff?
I literally have some bed and breakfast cookbooks. I look up stuff online. I watch a lot of cooking shows, so I'm constantly going, ooh, that sounds cool. The dish I was thinking about making you, I blatantly stole from another bed and breakfast owner.
Inspired by.
Well, we stayed at her inn and I was like, she served it to us, and I'm like, what is in this? This is awesome. And so she told me, and I'm like, well, I just want you to know that I'm going to be making this. And she's like, yep, that's cool.
We're making this. It's just happening. That's what that's what we're gonna do.
Well, I changed the recipe a little bit because I didn't like one of the elements, and so I went a different route. But it's definitely very similar, and I've expounded upon it a little bit.
Nice, dude. What would you say? Do you know if your recipes have made it to other bed and breakfasts?
Not to my knowledge.
Like, has somebody come up to you and been like, "Yo, Tommy, this is fantastic, bro. Like, I'm all over this bad boy."
Well,
like,
I've shared recipes, like if somebody likes something and they'll go, what did you put in this or whatever, I have printed out recipes to give to people and go, here, try this at home.
Stop it.
Yeah, I have no proprietorship on it.
You're like, here you go. Here,
right.
Dude, take, try it out and let me know what you think.
Well, everybody's always like, man, this sauce is awesome. I'm like, it's 5 ingredients. You can make it in 20 minutes. Yeah.
Listen, we love a little mystery, Tommy, okay? Give us a little mystery sometimes. Be like, oh, yeah, I'll give you 4 of the 5 ingredients, but number 5 is going to cost you a high five. You're going to have to tell me a joke for this one. Like, that's the currency right there. Like, I don't mind loaning people money, but sometimes I don't even need it back. You need $5, here's $5, but I want something from my $5. Sometimes it may just be a joke. Like, just, tell me a joke or give me a good recipe or something like that. You're like, what's going on? I'll make some extra money. Put it right into Anchor and buy some more books and some movies because you have a fantastic DVD collection, mind you, which is fantastic. I love your DVD collection.
It's funny how many people are like, wow, this is a lot of movies. That's really cool. And then some people are like, wow, you still have DVDs.
Like, why do you have these up? What are you doing? I don't know how long I had, like, the 2 waves, the DVD stacks, like, that you would just stack all your DVDs. I had 2 of those for years and years and years, and I hadn't touched them for like 2 or 3 years, but I was so used to having them. When I moved, I would always set them back up because it became more like it was an art piece now.
Right.
It was something cool to look at and be like, no freaking way, Tango and Cash on VHS, incredible. And I have it on DVD, and I got it on Blu-ray, and people are like, what are all of those things? Like, when was the last?
My nephew stayed this past weekend with his girlfriend at the end. Came out to hang out at the beach and see us, and he was going through the DVDs and picking things out for them to watch because she apparently has not seen any movies in the history of movies. So he's just going through and go, ooh, she should see this, she should see this, and then he literally he asked me, you don't have Talladega Nights? What the hell? And I'm like, one random DVD I don't have, sorry.
Sorry, dude. Amazon's fantastic. They'll have it here tomorrow.
Right.
We'll put it in the DVD player, and if you want me to keep it here, that's no problem. You can gift it to the Anchor Inn, and I'll add it to the collection, so when you come back next,
right,
it's there. Like, you got Talladega Nights, and you can enjoy your weekend. Like, sorry to interrupt, sir, but, we have some classics over here.
I will say that randomly over the 4 years, we have acquired probably about 4 different DVDs that people brought and left in the DVD players, and we're like, what the hell's this?
You're like, where did this? You're like, hey, Liz, did you buy this? She's like, I have no idea where that came from.
Why do we have
like,
an extra copy Book of Eli?
Oh, Denzel, I like that guy. I watched, you know what I just recently watched, not to get too far off the topic, but I watched the Equalizer trilogy. I saw number 1.
Oh, yeah?
I saw parts of number 2, but I'd never seen full number 2, and then number 3 was available on sale and on Apple Movies, and I was like, yo, $5.99? Like, sign me up. But I can't watch number 3 until I finish number 2. So I go, but also I haven't seen number 1 in a while, so let me watch number 1, then watch number 2, and then I'll watch number 3. And I gotta say, Denzel's a badass, bro. He don't play.
I have never watched any of them.
Great, fantastic trilogy, man. He's awesome. I like the Book of Eli. Is also a good one. So if you got 2 copies, like, we can raffle one off. We'll randomly give it to somebody for drawing the winning number at a breakfast on a Saturday morning. Congratulations, you won a duplicate that we have somehow of the Book of Eli. I don't have a case.
Yeah, I don't think I hung on to it.
You're like, no, it's gone. Why do we have 2 of these? Bye-bye. You're like, Legally Blonde? This is the 3rd copy of this. What's going on here?
So our DVD collection consisted of the prior owners, when we bought the inn, we got everything in it. It included their
Yeah.
DVD collection. And then I had a friend of mine pass away that, unfortunately, and then I inherited all of her DVDs. And then all my DVDs were in storage for many years, and then I just recently incorporated all of mine. So it's like 3 different sets of DVDs from, and so like as I'm going through, I had 2 great big boxes of DVDs of all duplicates. Yeah, where like we all 3 happen to have.
Everybody's got the same movies. At least you
Right.
guys have something in common, because movies
Right.
are kind of the thing. People are like, what kind of movies do you like?
But I had, the 2 sisters that owned this prior to us had all of the Downton Abbeys, and then the lady that passed away also had all the Downton Abbeys. So I had complete 2 different copies of the entire series of Downton Abbey.
Well, the good thing is you have many rooms. So it's like, hey,
Sure.
we have this over in this room, here. And
Right.
for the longest time, because I've never seen a single episode of Downton Abbey, I thought it was, and I think everybody did, not everybody, but a lot of people thought it was Downtown Abbey. And I'm like, I was like, yeah. And then I heard Downton, Downton, Downton Abbey. And I'll go, oh, I've been saying it wrong for years, my friend. So you just said it. So FYI, everybody that's watching this, it's not Downtown Abbey. Maybe you guys knew, but I did not. And now I'm upset that you didn't tell me that I've been making this mistake for years and just allowing me to do it publicly. But it's okay. I'll eat the cake. Downton Abbey, fantastic. I have never seen an episode. Are you a Downton Abbey fan, or have you not seen episodes?
I watched most of the first season, and then I kind of lost interest.
You're like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
My cup is full.
My wife watched them all.
Yeah, well, that's good. Between the 2 of you, you guys know everything together.
Well, she likes stuff like that. Like, she's watched the whole Outlander series, and I'll come in and she's watching it, so I'll sit down and go, okay, what's going on now? It's a soap opera.
Keep me up to update me. What's going on?
Right. I'm like, who's that guy?
I gotta say, there are some questions I see in the comments here. Cole Watson's genuinely upset. Okay, he's genuinely mad. Lisa Wine genuinely offended that you do not have no Talladega Nights. And I gotta say, Nathan German popping in with a little shake and bake. Apparently Talladega Nights is a big deal. Deal around here.
I do have a confession. I have yet to actually watch Talladega Nights. I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's fantastic.
Oh, I love Will Ferrell too. I just haven't ever gone around to it.
Really? Oh man, that's a movie I would say make a little time for, man, because it is so quotable. It's so funny. It's out of this world. Will Ferrell, connectable, like easy to relate to, but also his quirkiness, his humor, like it is soaked in Will Ferrell, dude. It's great. Amy Adams is great. Will Ferrell is great. John C. Reilly. Fantastic. Him and Will Ferrell together, bro, are awesome. They're really good. Really, really good.
Well, I didn't see Step Brothers till years after it came out either.
That was my next question. At least you've seen it, so I feel a little better. Joni Rodriguez did have a question. She said, "Sorry if I mentioned it already, because Cubans are always late. But what year was the building built?" And while we say that, let's bring this up, because you have a website that's in the process of being updated. We were talking a little bit about it before, because some evolution has happened. Some furniture has updated. You guys have had it just over 4 years. The pictures are beautiful, but you are working with a new photographer, grabbing some new photos. So what you're about to see, although it is incredibly beautiful, amazing, is even now more incredibly beautiful and amazing. So you're kind of seeing version 1.0 maybe, or 2.0? Where would this rank in like the 1.0?
Well, this website was built prior to us buying the inn.
Okay, so this is pre-Tommy.
Right. And, it was functional and it worked and it looked nice, so we didn't have a reason to replace it. And then we recently decided we were going to update it and make it so that it ran a little smoother. And the company that we do our software through also has a marketing end, and so they are doing one that is integrated with our booking engine so that it will be all seamless.
Bro, that's going to be fantastic, man. I love that. It'll be like just one-stop shop, man.
And I have a photographer friend that came and stayed at the inn when there was nobody booked and took pictures of all the rooms and everything. So we have updated photographs of what they look like currently versus what they look like 5 years ago, that kind of stuff. I mean, but essentially the spirit of the pictures that are on the website are all the same. You just might not have that particular chair that is not there anymore, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, man. Let's bring this website up. It is beautiful. I first of all, I'm going to make this bigger. I know you and me are very sexy, but I really want to do this right here,
Sure.
and like, so this is the vibe. This is the feel.
So like for example, in this picture, that's the front of the inn. It looks the same, but like the big red fish is no longer there, and the balloon is no longer there.
Gotcha. But the
So
feeling
some of
of
the
it.
decorations have changed, but
Gotcha.
but it still has the same look and vibe. We fell in love with it the way it was, and that's why we bought it. And so we have tried not to change the vibe too much.
Yeah, of course. So let's chat about this bad boy right here. Like this is now again similar vibe, but some updated furniture, or is this the furniture that we're going to be able to see when we get there?
That one's mostly accurate.
Nice, awesome. That's awesome. Let's go back. It hit a timer, and we'll get through it because this is just a cycle you have in your homepage, and it kind of automatically cycles through all these photos. But we'll get into the actual photos. Now you have, and you said this, you have 7 rooms.
Yes, we have 6 on the first floor, and then a suite that sleeps 4 upstairs.
And then every room has kind of like its own theme.
Correct.
Man. Oh, let's click on view rooms. We're gonna click on view rooms. Let's see what's going on. Oh, look at this. Stop it. The butterfly, the beach trip, the mermaid, wind and sea, come sail away, and the manatee.
So the funny thing is, it says wind and sea there, but if you go into the booking engine, it's actually switched to the lighthouse. I just haven't updated this website since we knew we were going to be replacing it.
Gotcha. Man, and this is just so let's jump over here real quick because I do want to look at some of these, and to find that photo because it was really pretty. We used it for the background of today's photo because I think this is it right here.
Right.
Oh, bro, that's a beautiful picture. Like, it feels very warm and welcoming. The weather feels cool. It doesn't feel hot. It feels like the weather is perfect. It feels very comfortable. It feels very familiar. It feels like coming home. Like, that's kind of the vibe I feel with that. You've got the lights on. It's a bright, well-lit entrance. I like the beautiful, like, the wood, the wood-style flooring and the rocks on the outside. It just feels extremely welcoming. And this overall view right here, this is still exactly the way it looks, aside from, you said, some of the decoration choices.
Right, and like, for example, we replaced the porch, so it's actually, the wood is a slightly different color now, for example. Yeah, so I look at the pictures and I go, oh, that's different, but, like I said, it has the same feel. Sure,
absolutely. No, I mean, and these are, like, aside from the red fish is gone, guys, so if you're going there for the big red fish...
Yes. He unfortunately rusted, and we decided to retire him.
He had to go. We all have a retirement time. Coming up, Tommy, and it was the time. It was time for the red fish.
We do live at the beach. Anything you hang up that is, or you have outside that is metal, is eventually going to rust.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, there's just salt everywhere. So if you got it outside, you got a time period, and then you're done. Yeah.
Right.
No, that makes sense, man. That's do you still have the surfboard mailbox?
We do not.
Damn. What do you got now?
The funny thing is, we have the same. We have a completely different. That post rotted through, and I ended up having to chunk it. So I bought a new mailbox and a new mailbox post.
The post itself?
Yeah, like it just fell over in the yard one day, like down near the ground. It had condensation or something, and the wood had rotted.
Holy smokes, dude!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I got to put this up there real fast. Nathan Druin has done some fantastic woodwork, my dude. I mean, talk. There we go. Nathan Druin has done a lot of really great work, and he just popped that comment up there. If you're ever looking for custom furniture, dude, he does some awesome stuff, man. I love Nathan. He's a hard worker. He's incredibly creative. So that's my boy right there, man. My man Dana Ricker is in here in Ontario, Canada. Yo, Dana.
Wow.
Dana, when you come down to Florida, we got to go to the Anchor Inn. Okay, dude? Let Tommy make you some delicious and tasty treats that'll tantalize your taste buds and dampen your cerebellum.
We get lots of folks from Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Nice, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get
wouldn't-
we get a fair share of people from other countries. I just had an instance the other day where we had 3 rooms that were occupied by British folks and 1 room occupied by Irish folks.
Dude, that's awesome. Does everybody get along? Have you had any just drinking, getting crazy with soccer, just getting nuts, causing problems?
It was low key.
Like, what do they call them? Soccer hooligans? Dangerous.
Hooligans, yeah.
Tommy, they're dangerous. Dude, let's talk about this little spot, because I would say when we stayed there last year, in the morning, we all came out here and we sat around the table and we talked and we had, just a little bit of chat. It was beautiful. Just before breakfast started, we all would gather, in this beautiful seated area. Now, where is this in respect to when you come to the front door? Is this on the opposite side, or what is this?
That is the completely opposite side of the front door of the house. So this is the back porch. The deck that you can see in the top of the picture is the bottom of the screened-in porch for the suite upstairs.
Gotcha.
And then there's 4 rooms along here underneath that deck.
Damn, man, that is beautiful.
So those are the doors to the come sail away room on the left and the lighthouse room on the right.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, and that's got to be is the furniture the same?
Mostly. We still have that table. We have the rocking chair, but it's around on the other side of the house now. And the 2 rocking chairs are painted green and blue now instead of just plain brown. But mostly this is still accurate.
Nice, dude. Yeah, this is beautiful, man. That was one of the things. Like, we would all just meet right out here and we would just kind of catch up and talk about the day and what we had going on and what everybody was up to. Which is just really great. And again, parking is easy. There's actually two spaces. I've actually never parked in this place because I've only parked in that one spot on the side. I didn't even know this was real. I had no idea. And you were like, why didn't you park in the with the overhangs and everything? And I go, I don't even know what you're
the
talking about.
The funny thing is that carport is not there anymore.
Yeah, we didn't like that carport anyway.
Well, you see how it has a pole in the middle, so you can only park 2 cars there?
Yeah.
We figured out that if we took it out, we could park 3 cars there, and we would have an extra parking space. And because we had added the upstairs that sleeps 4 people, it made sense for us to have an extra parking space.
Well, that does make it very easy. I love that 100%, man.
Yeah.
That's so. That guy's gone. You opened the whole thing up. A lot more people, like you said. Instead of 2 cars, you're fitting 4 or 5 cars.
Right.
Man, dude, that's a no-brainer right there, bro.
Well, and then I love it. Well, we live in the house right next door to the inn because that came up for sale 4 months after we bought the inn. So we bought the house next door. Where you have been parking is just behind our house next door.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was the only place I knew. I didn't know where else to go. And you were like, hey, what about this beautiful parking lot over here? And I go, huh. Okay, yeah. Didn't even know that was a thing. I'll have to park there next time. That'll be fantastic. But again, Anchor Inn, parking is easy. It's right there. Like,
Indeed.
When we were looking at this previous picture of this, you could see the parking lot from this table. That's how close you are. It's right there. So you pull in, parking is really easy. You don't have to worry about parking on anywhere. It's right here. And again, they only have 7 rooms, and they want to make sure they can accommodate everybody. And normally, if they have 7 rooms with 2 people, it's not 14 vehicles, and they can fit a lot of vehicles, especially since the overhang is gone. Now we've really opened the parking lot up, and everybody can park mere feet away from these beautiful palm trees and this very welcoming sidewalk. I love it. It's
and I was going to say the foliage behind the carport there, you can see there's some bamboo back there. That is much taller now.
So if you guys are going there expecting to see the bamboo at its height in the picture, we're sorry to disappoint you. The bamboo has also grown. So I know it's going to be hard for some people to experience that, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Now, where is this at? Is this at the top of this is a different entrance? Where is this porch area at?
That is the side door off of the driveway. That's where most people come in to check in. And it's because the office is right there in the lobby. And that red chair there is elsewhere in the inn, and now there's like a wicker bench there.
Gotcha. So no more red chair, no more red fish.
Correct.
We don't like
we
red.
like red.
Oh, we like red.
We don't have anything against red. Just I think the chair still exists somewhere around the inn. I don't remember.
The chair's somewhere around here. It migrated.
Right.
It's elsewhere. Oh, we'll get there, man. We'll find the red chair. Don't worry, Tommy. I think that's actually fun. I think that would be a little Easter egg right there. Find the red chair. Underneath the red chair, taped to the bottom of it, is a recipe for a delicious hollandaise sauce. Fantastic holiday. See, this is just beautiful, dude. This is just a beautiful photo, man. You know, like, it's very, very warm and welcoming and relaxing. It's very, very, very beautiful. You know, and I like that you kept kind of like the heart pulse of the inn the way it was when you guys fell in love with it.
So here's a good example of I look at this picture and go, oh wow, that's not the way it is now. The trim around the windows has all been painted a different color, so it got rid of that like pukey brown color.
Okay.
And it's now like forest green.
Small
changes. And it looks way better.
Really little changes.
Right. Just cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome, but genuinely the same kind of feel. But sure. You see, because you've seen it grow, you look. It's like looking in the mirror every day. You know, like we know what we look like, but when somebody else hasn't seen us in a while, and they go, "Wow, that's really beautiful," or "Man, you know, they don't recognize it like you recognize it because you live it. Exactly. It's your life, man. You know,
exactly. I see it every day.
Yeah, you see it every single day, and you made these choices, and you and Liz put these ideas together. So FYI, again, guys, no red fish. Just to let you know, you know, the red fish is not there.
We're seeing it in the picture there. That's
yeah,
funny.
Yeah, no red fish. You know, so that guy's gone. I want you guys to get caught up. See, this is super beautiful. This is great, man, and what a beautiful place to be. New Smyrna is so nice. You know, like. It is right there. It's right beachside. The water's right there. The traffic's not bad at all. The food is fantastic. There's so much good food around that area. You don't even you could park your car for the whole weekend and never drive anywhere and find enough places to go to fill your belly if you need to without the food that Tommy Conant is providing you. I'm just saying. Because it's fantastic. Now, how many courses a day? So if I were to stay there in a bed and breakfast, is it just breakfast and then we take care of everything else? Gotcha.
Yeah,
so you're a breakfast fan.
But I do know lots of places that you can go for good food.
Gotcha. I love that, man.
So real quick, the entertaining thing about this picture, which is neat, is this is the seating area outside of the butterfly room.
Okay.
The house behind there is my house.
That's your actual house.
But when these pictures were taken, they weren't connected. They weren't owned by the same people.
Oh, really?
So that's actually the house I live in right behind there on the other side of that railing.
How far in between one purchase was the other?
About 6 months, 7 months,
really?
Something like that.
Oh, dude, how fortunate was that? How did you make that happen?
We they had an open house sign, and we went over and checked it out, and went, "This is cool," and put a bid on it.
6 months.
Yeah.
So you got one, and so they weren't connected. So the people that owned the Airbnb didn't own the house. So when you bought the Airbnb, it just happened that 6 months later, those people were like, "Hey, we're gonna move," and you were like, "Yo."
It's not Airbnb. It's just B&B.
My bad. I still make that mistake.
People say that all the time.
I did it 2 years ago, Tommy. I promise I'm working on my evolution. So you bought the B&B, and then 6 months later you bought the house.
Correct.
Man, how awesome is that? You know what? Okay, we want to be right here. And you like being so close.
Well, we were living in the owner's quarters upstairs that is now the rentable suite. And going up and down those stairs every day, living there was a pain in the ass. And, every day was leg day. And
well, I got to say, I've been to that upstairs suite, and that upstairs suite is pretty sweet, dude. Like, it's really, really nice. It's big, the full kitchen, the full family room, like, the seating area, the movie area, everything, and then wrap it around. You have a full bathroom, full bedroom. Like, it is beautiful, dude. I definitely recommend that if you guys have an opportunity to stay there at all. And that suite is available, like, top notch, man. It's fantastic. And the outdoor patio is beautiful. You walk right outside. It's a screened-in patio. There's another table outside where you can sit and relax and enjoy the day. It's awesome, dude. It's really good. How did you guys design and I guess furnish each room? How did you do that? Divide and conquer? Was it like that, or how did that work out?
When we bought the inn, the whole thing was already furnished. and all the rooms were already themed. So basically it was sign the papers and we cleaned rooms that day.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was like ready to
So it
go.
was already an operating.
What do they call it? Like a turnkey? Like it's ready to go.
Right. Turnkey. So as far as the rooms downstairs, basically when we first bought it, we went around with a pad of paper and a pencil and went in every room and go, okay, I hate that lamp. I don't like that chair.
I don't like that at all. It's terrible.
These are the things we're going to replace, or, why do they have this picture in this room? It would be better in the other room, that kind of stuff. So every room has like a comfy chair in it. So I went and literally took a nap in every one of the chairs to try them out, and decided that 5 out of the 6 weren't comfortable enough, so I got rid of 5 out of 6 of the chairs.
Gotta go. We have quality assurance here at Anchor Inn. We only want nappable chairs, folks.
Only one of them made the cut, and we still have it.
Dude, that's a fantastic story, by the way. That might be one of my favorite Anchor Inn stories that you've ever told me, and you have told me some fantastic Anchor Inn stories. I love that. That is so awesome. I tested out all the chairs. I took naps in all the chairs. 1 out of 6 made the cut. Those other 5, skedaddle cattle. We don't need you around here, dog. We don't need that negativity.
Well, Liz and I are very much, we were travelers. We stayed in a lot of different hotels, stayed in a lot of different bed and breakfasts, and so we tried to think of what do people expect when they travel. Do they, there's places to plug in your phone. There's instead of just outlets, there's what do you call them? Huh?
USB.
No.
Hi, Liz.
Strips.
Oh, yeah.
What do you call it? Sorry, Power strips.
I love you guys.
So there's power strips instead of just outlets, so that there's multiple plugs and that kind of stuff. One of the things that the prior owners had was that they had a lot of stuff on the horizontal surfaces, and people want places to put their stuff, so there shouldn't be a bunch of knickknacks in order to clutter up where they can put their stuff.
Gotcha.
So we tried to really think of things in terms of, if I were traveling and to stay in this room, what would I expect? What would I want? What would I need?
Gotcha. 100%. Wow.
And I've had many guests comment on it, on things.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I imagine the feedback you get from the guests are probably not only positive, but kind of encouraging, and maybe even some really interesting ideas.
Oh, definitely. Well, and I still have people that'll say, everything was great. I wish it would have had this, or whatever, and so I'm constantly going, oh, that's a cool idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. For example, the guests that had, or the prior owners had in the rooms, they had a book that had all the stuff about the inn in it, and that's where the Wi-Fi password was, and all this stuff. Nobody ever opened that book whatsoever. They used it as a coaster for drinks. It just so, and people would call us and ask us, what's the Wi-Fi password? If you open the book, it's on the first page.
Everything is right there.
Right. So we stayed in a bed and breakfast in Savannah, and one of the things that was cool was they had like picture frames that had a bunch of pertinent information in it that was just sitting right there. And it was like, check in, check out, don't smoke in the rooms, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
here's the Wi-Fi password and everything. And we wow, that's a great idea. So we put those in all the rooms, and it is so much better.
That's one thing that I've just integrated in some of the places that I've gone, is I put a QR code up with the Wi-Fi that connects to the Wi-Fi immediately, and just authenticates it. It makes it so easy. People walk in, they scan it on their phone, and they're on the Wi-Fi network. And it's like, that's interesting. I love that you guys always learn. That is a
great idea, but we get a lot of old people, and QR codes scare old people.
They scare old, like they're just not familiar. They don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you could even say scan for Wi-Fi, and they're like, nah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Interesting. I guess we learn. This is how we learn.
So one of the things that I ask people when I'm checking them in, I'm like, okay, these are smart TVs. Are you familiar with smart TVs? I get the no and not at all the time, and I'm like, okay, well, it should default to the cable box, but if it doesn't and it goes into the smart TV menu, this is how you get to the cable box. Constantly I get phone calls and like, I can't make the TV work. All right.
So we have no idea how to do this.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. That's I will say so Joni Rodriguez says my best friend and I stayed in a shared apartment she found on Airbnb in Barcelona. Now Anchor Inn, not an Airbnb, a B&B. However, and our host played the piano and sang for us during our stay. Just an idea.
Yeah, nobody wants that to happen.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, from what I understand, I'm sure you got a fantastic voice, Thomas.
Sure.
You're like, you know what? That's why I don't sing. I cook food.
I sing very well in my car with the radio when nobody's around.
I get that 100%, man, 100%. And I bet you sound fantastic in the car with the radio really loud when nobody's around. Just spot on. Exactly like the singer. Just crushing it. Like, you should hear my man Tommy sing Celine Dion. He crushes it, dude. He doesn't ever miss a note. Like, man, My Heart Will Go On, bro, brings me to tears every time I hear the Tommy Conant version. This is a very, very beautiful song.
One of the songs I'm amazing at, Prince's Kiss.
Oh. So I love the confidence, Tommy. I love the confidence, man.
There you go.
Dude, this was thank you so much for joining me tonight.
No problem.
I'm super excited. I was very, very fortunate to meet you a couple years ago. Bill brought us out there, for a little surprise for Tracy, and which was great. And then we spent a birthday for Bill, and now we're going to be there for Carol Ann. We're going to be there for Mama Keevan. So it's like, this will be my third time back, and it's been a couple years. I think the first time we came out might have been 2021.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think 2021, 2022 in that area. We came out beautiful, fantastic, gorgeous, super welcoming. Everybody was super nice. Now, granted, we were a little loud the first time, and other people had rented the room. So I think this time, we're going to see what we can do about moderating our rock, Tommy Conant, because I'm excited for the menu that we're going to make on Friday night. And I don't want to know. I just want to be surprised. Fair
enough.
I'm super excited, dude. It's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, if you have the opportunity to stay at Anchor Inn in New Smyrna Beach, by all means, you got to check it out. We'll grab some photos this weekend. We're going to be streaming live from there on Friday night at 9:05. Tommy is our chef of the evening. Actually, he's the chef all the time at Anchor Inn. But for the Kitchen show on Friday, Tommy's going to be making breakfast for dinner, which is really great. And even the recipe he borrowed, from friends. Being inspired. Inspiration, my friends. This is almost like a cover tune.
I prefer the term pilfer.
I do like that. Now, question. You and I talked a little bit earlier today. You do a little cosplaying as well. I've seen you dressed up. It looks like maybe some Ren fairs. Like, what's going on with that?
Not exactly Ren fairs. We do a medieval reenactment group that is educational society. The main difference is when you go to a Ren fair and you pay your fee and you go in, they put on a show for you and everything is choreographed. What we do is actually recreate all the skills and activities and everything that they did in the Middle Ages, and none of it's scripted. None of it, we don't know. When we fight each other in armor, we don't know who's going to win ahead of time.
See that's what I thought I was getting into. Bill Keevan and I performed at a Ren fair this past December, which was so much fun. Absolutely beautiful, but the battle chess that they have was choreographed and scripted.
Right.
And that was the only thing where I was like, man, it would have been really great to see, because you could tell it was choreographed. I mean, they did a great job, don't get me wrong. But man,
it's super cool. Just
they know
ahead of time what's going to happen.
I want to see Bishop takes knight, and I want to see it like for real. I don't want a real guy to die, but I want to see like genuinely you guys are trying to find out who is the better warrior.
So we have, they have lots of local groups, and they'll have, tournaments with 20 or 30 guys or whatever. But we also do once a year in different locations, big wars. And so you can get anywhere from, 1,000 to 2,000 guys in armor on the field at the biggest war.
1,000 to 2,000?
When the two armies hit each other, it is just like the scene in Braveheart. You feel like it's just such an adrenaline rush to be in the middle of it. It is amazing,
dude. And now, how are you a rather tall gentleman? Like, how do you fare on this field of battle? I mean, you have a fantastic beard. That's a warrior's beard.
So I have not. I have fought in wars, but I have not dedicated myself to fighting like a lot of other people have, and so I kind of dabble at it compared to a lot of others.
Yeah.
Liz actually has fought in combat and wars way more than I have. She
That's
dresses
awesome.
Well, she gets an armor, and she is a archer, so she shoots people with blunted arrows.
I love that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Well done, Liz. Well done. Shoot those bitches, man. Hell yeah. Long range, baby. Pow! She running around on horseback like, boom, putting
No,
in
not on
people's
horseback.
faces. Oh, man, that'd be fantastic.
Because there's a chance of the horses getting injured, so we try to
That's
do everything
true.
safe.
That's true. Man, that is awesome. I'm not sure what Nathan means by this. What does this mean? SCA?
Yes, it is SCA.
It is.
It's
What is
the
SCA?
Society for Creative Anachronism.
I love that. That's fantastic. Nice, dude. So, like, and it's just you're a very interesting individual, Tommy. You're very interesting, dude. You know, like, and again, so heartwarming and welcoming and open and friendly, and like, you just genuinely love people. And I imagine to do what you do on day in and day out, it really helps to just genuinely enjoy meeting people and talking to people and being able to provide them a fantastic experience, a beautiful B&B experience, great breakfast, good recommendations for lunches and foods. You can always go to the clubhouse. You can relax. You can't watch Talladega Nights, okay? Calm down, everybody. And I will say this, for everybody complaining that my man Tommy doesn't have Talladega Nights, when you come out here, I expect one of you to bring a copy of the DVD from Amazon.
You know I'm going to get like 50 of them, right?
That's fine. That's no problem. We'll give them out to people during breakfast. Congratulations, you've won a copy of Talladega Nights on DVD. They'll be like, we don't have a DVD player. Re-gift it. I don't care. Like, everybody deserves a Talladega Nights. You're going to get 15. That's awesome.
You can leave them in men's rooms like the little religious booklets.
Yeah, instead of pulling out like the drawer and there's the Bible, like you pull out and there's Talladega Nights. People be like, what's going on? Be like, listen, everybody has their version of the Bible. I'm just saying, we're open. We follow Will Ferrell.
This is the Gideon's DVD.
It's just everywhere. It comes with every room.
Exactly.
Talladega Nights. That's all you get. And a DVD player. You have one choice of movie, and it's Talladega Nights, and you will be thankful.
Right.
You will be happy. You know, you just hear like a symphony of Talladega Nights being played in all the rooms every night. Like Talladega Nights everywhere. Is that enough for you, Lisa Wine? Is that enough for you? Like, I got you, Tommy. I feel you, dog.
But I'm staying 6 nights. Yeah, that's nice. Watch it 6 times.
That's right. It's worth it. It's a fantastic movie, folks. It's one of those. That movie has layers. You know, you can watch it twice and 3 times and 4 times, and every time you watch it, you're going to find something new, interesting, funny, comedic, and actually, there's like an underscore of brilliance in all of Will Ferrell's movies.
Oh,
that
definitely.
If you really, dude, he's a brilliant guy. He's a great comedian. I like, and some people are like, I don't like Will Ferrell. That's okay. It's not for you to like. It's for me and Tommy to like. Okay.
Have you seen Eurovision?
I have not.
Oh my God, it is fantastic.
I have to check that out, man.
It is really good.
I dig
really,
it,
really
baby.
good.
Man,
Yeah.
thank you for the recommendation. Do you have that DVD, or should I bring a copy with me so we can watch it like as a family?
No, that's actually, I don't think it ever got released on DVD. It's on streaming.
Oh, okay. So it's relatively new.
Within the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, they just skipped right over VHS and DVD and Blu-ray, and they just went straight digital.
Right.
I've seen a lot of movies that are skipping the movie theater, and they're going straight to streaming, like immediately. Like they go to HBO, they go to Disney, they go right there.
Well, Netflix does their own movies a lot. I think
Amazon too.
A Netflix movie.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, good times, man. But by the way, folks, if you don't bring a copy of Talladega Nights, I don't want to hear you complaining that it's not at Tommy's B&B, okay? I do not want to hear it. We are a problem-solving community, and I don't like problems being brought up if you do nothing about it. We're adults. We have adult money. We can buy this man a copy of Talladega Nights, and everybody can calm down, okay? We're having family Talladega Nights night. After the show on Friday night, we'll get together as a family. We'll watch a Talladega Nights. I'm done. I'm done out of here.
It'll be a reaction video?
Yeah. Dude, like Mystery Science Theater 3000. Have you ever seen this? Like, bro, it's
Exactly.
so much fun, bro. That would be awesome
be
at
very
Talladega
fun.
Nights. I would be 100% down for that. Tommy, thank you so much again, dude. I appreciate you spending some time with us. I'm excited to see you Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Show's going to be good. Food's going to be good. And I'm super, super stoked. Now, if somebody wanted to book a night at this B&B, where's the best place for them to go? Is the website the best place for them to go?
Yeah, just our website, anchorinbnb.com.
Nice, man. I dig it, dude. And you said, and what would you say? You said February, March are kind of your busy months. Like, would you say, aside from February, March, because they're busy, they probably get booked pretty quick. You know, is the months the April, the January, are these still good months to come and relax? Like, how is New
Pretty
Smyrna
much.
around those months?
Well, the beach is pretty active and full, basically from March on all the way
Nice.
through September. So any of those times is good to come. If you don't want to avoid the crowds, you're probably September, October is your best bet for times to come here and still be able to go to the beach. It might be cooling a little bit, but it's still decent beach weather.
Nice, man. So here it is again. Guys, be sure to check it out. The website's super simple. Anchor in B&B. It's a bed and breakfast. AnchorInBnB.com. You can go right to the website. You can book right here. Check out the map. Check out the events. See what's going on. Click the explore. Click the info. And right there at the top of the page, rooms, packages, and book. Make it nice and easy. The food is fantastic. Tommy and Liz are incredible people to just be around. They're extremely positive. They're super influential, and they're extremely welcoming. It's a wonderful place to be. This will be my third time there, and I'm super excited for Friday night, Tommy. It's going to be good to see you again, my dude.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. It's going to be a good show. I'm happy to celebrate Mama Keevan's 80th birthday, bro. 80th birthday, and she is just as spry and witty as they come, man.
Awesome.
She is super fast and she is brilliant. You know, it's I love Mama Keevan, and she had a pretty good son too. Bill's not a bad guy. You know,
He's pretty cool.
He's pretty good. I don't know what Tracy sees in him because she's just a goddess.
Right.
You know, amongst us mortals. You know, but
That
Bill
happens
Keevan's,
with a lot of people I know.
but Bill Keevan's a great guy. I'm happy he introduced us. And I appreciate you spending some time with me, Tommy. We'll see you soon, dude. Do you have anything else to share with anybody? AnchorInBnB.com, guys, is really all you need to know. We're working on some new photos for you guys. We got a brand new website coming for you.
The last thing I would say was that we got sidetracked and we didn't actually ever answer, I think, Joni's question about when the house was built.
That's true.
The original house was built in 1923.
Holy Moses.
But it got all renovated and turned into a bed and breakfast in the year 2001.
Wow. That is awesome. How much of the original structure and foundation still remains from the original?
Basically the studs and the floors.
Gotcha. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is awesome. What a journey, you know, that property has seen. And now to be in your very capable hands, sir. You know, this is a great time and great era for this house's experience. You know, I imagine it's going to look back on this moment and be like, you know, when I felt loved the most? When Tommy Conant was right here. That's what it was.
I know there's no ghosts.
No ghosts. They're gone.
Because when we bought the inn, one of the things that the prior owners told us is that they actually had somebody come and check and certify that there was no ghosts. So I'm like, okay, thanks.
Oh. Awesome.
Appreciate that.
One less thing to worry about.
Right.
So it really sounds like the only thing at the top of the list right now is for us to get you a copy of Talladega Nights,
Apparently,
and that
yes.
will pretty much be it. You know, I'm actually slightly surprised at the amount of responses we got from everybody when they found out you did not have a copy of Talladega Nights. Like, here come the torches and pitchforks, bro. Like,
Exactly.
They're angry.
The audacity.
The audacity. All right, man.
All right, man.
I'm going to get going. Thank you so much, Tommy. We'll see you Friday night, brother. Stay out of trouble, and thank you again. I really appreciate your time. And one day we are just going to raid Airbnb We're going to raid the B&B. I'm getting better. We're going to raid the B&B. We're renting all the rooms, and that's it, man. 1 week straight Talladega Nights. We're just going to watch it as a family every single night, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited about it, and we don't have to worry about ghosts.
That's true.
That's it, baby.
Right.
I'll talk to you soon, Tommy. Take care, my man. You got it, buddy.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Wow. Man, I gotta say, I like Tommy's just he's a great dude. He's really good. He's a good dude. He's got a big heart. He's extremely welcoming. And what a beautiful place to stay. Anchor is no joke. It is extremely peaceful. It's very, very relaxing. The food is awesome. The environment they create is second to none. You know, so I appreciate you guys spending some time. And this was really cool. I'm excited to go back to the Anchor Inn this Friday for Mama Keevan's birthday. Small, intimate gathering with just close personal friends and family. We're going to play some tunes. We're going to have some delicious foods. And we're going to see, and we're going to chat with Tommy a little bit more, because he's pretty, just as good as he was on camera tonight. He's fantastic in real life on camera as well. So we'll be chatting with him on Friday night. He's putting together a great menu. So guys, be sure to check it out Friday night, 9:05, baby. We're going live from Anchor Inn in New Smyrna for Mama Keevan's 80th birthday. So I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Please keep in touch. Wednesday at 7:05, we have a Patreon show. Thursday, 7 to 7:30, I'm on TikTok. And Friday night at Anchor Inn, we'll be going live and playing some tunes and eating some fantastic food. From our new flamenco friend and this delicious can of Mountain Dew, I bid you a fond and fantastic farewell, folks. And I'll talk to you on Wednesday for those of you that I'm going to be talking to, and on Thursday, and then Friday. I'm so excited. I love food, I love music, and who doesn't love Mama Keevan? I'll talk to you guys soon.